Hello everybody, I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Tennessee Titans. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gotton. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. And I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll.
Guys, welcome to Super Bowl 58. My 18-0 Titans against the America's team Dallas Cowboys. We're going to go ahead and get this game in. Glad to be with y'all, guys. Series finale right here. The Tennessee Titans franchise will end after tonight, after this game. This has been so much fun. Jesse Holman, all these players, I'm going to miss it. So let's get into it. Can we end this series on the biggest win in franchise history? Biggest win, biggest game in probably league history. You know, perfect season, 3 Super Bowls. Doesn't get much better than this. And of course, we have to give them the ball first.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
The biggest question in this game, can we stop Ezekiel Elliott? I think when the time we played them the last time, which was a couple seasons ago or last season, it was kind of tough. I mean, it was not easy playing him, and we had to account for him a lot. So my whole thing is stop their running game and force Dak Prescott to beat me.
They play fake Elliott.
Flag.
That's Elliott, complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
And we'll take that.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looked in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run with Elliott. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
Spread it out, we're going to do pass. I like this formations right here. Of course, the play zone, we got 8 up last time.
And that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now we go.
Jeff Prescott.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang him on. It's 3rd down. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. And they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hearing him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he's going to create it. Is it going to be just a front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebackers, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
You play cover 3. They beat it, but they're not going to beat it. You're underneath.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now comes the Cowboys punter. They'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21.
Earl Royal.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6
Yes,
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver.
I'm looking for Jesse Holman to have a big day. I don't want, if this is the last time I'm playing with this team, I really want Jesse to have a big game. So, I think we're going to take a shot early, though. My thing is, I want to see him. I'm going to stick to my running game, of course, but I want to see him make big plays.
As they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now back to throw.
No.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Let's give Derrick Henry the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And now the defense for Dallas.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium.
Timothy Randall. Oh, yeah.
More to his game than that.
Timothy Randall.
Quarterback and safety in college, and they can use that same ability to move him around in the NFL in order to create great matchups on defense for Dallas.
I definitely remember him. Timothy Randall, MTSU, a player we had on our practice squad. Guess he ended up in Dallas.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, it's worse.
It's caught by Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
quick clock on this game, so it goes a little faster. But I don't care. It's the Super Bowl.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game.
I'll look at
He
it.
is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Open it up a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Corey Davis or Leonard will burn you.
Second and 10.
Yeah, too late. The pressure got there.
He goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Don't make a mistake and throw a pick. Get something underneath.
To throw. Complete. Smith has it.
I don't think we can get a field goal out of it.
49, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion.
Both defenses making statements.
We saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
We're going to go for the field goal. I'm indoors. I got Greg Zerline. Greg the leg's been good all year. I might be rusty, though, but...
Now Greg Zerline. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out.
No.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I didn't do
As a
something.
kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on. And so that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side, a good
Good.
starting field
Good
position at the
position.
46 near midfield. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here.
Oh, not supposed to mess with the defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Another pass in it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott, and there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought he was going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Prescott,
Oh!
heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Walker. Did this in last year's Super Bowl, so he's just repeating what he did then.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
So far it's the defenses.
And was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's going to be
the last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
May not work. Down to 10 seconds, burn off the clock.
2nd and 4.
There we go.
That's incomplete to Smith.
Flag though.
And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Ooh, we get some.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Yes.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive lineman? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I don't like that. They're all over there. Quick pitches though still.
They'll toss it to Henry.
Nope.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. First downs, and here a loss of yardage.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Second and 14. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Our field goal range.
They're trying to run for the first with him.
Touchdown.
End zone for a Tennessee touchdown. With the first touchdown of the Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first into this opening quarter. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Now Greg Zerline on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score is 7-2.
Boy, I'm rusty.
5 plays there on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
All right. playing tight coverage as far as throwing the ball, but as far as running it, still got the edge.
The touchdown at Zerline is taken away.
That was low.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. Well, they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for the defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Lloyd. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, missed the tackle. Oh, man.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's
covering everything.
That one complete to Elliott. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
He covered everything. Really good.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Gray. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22.
I don't know if you want to play zone or
I think
blitz.
that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Prescott. This is Cooper. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl wrap versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And again, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a
I played,
one thing they look for.
I blitzed on that one.
When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the counter, Elliott. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I'm right here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Guy in zone, but he's out of bounds.
They take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Good.
They'll try the field goal now with Grand Go. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you a ball game.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every t-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Gotta be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5.
Yeah, nope.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to get big plays out of here without making a big mistake.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
He was open.
The 24 now go again on 2nd and 10. On the drive. And that didn't fool anyone. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, when you and I sit down and play chess, you're always winning, so I've got to figure out how to get that done. But we're watching a real chess match today between the offense and the defense. And on that play, called a draw, the defense ended up winning.
We're going to the 4th quarter. I mean the 2nd quarter. Good 1st quarter. Derrick Henry with a big long run in there for the touchdown. We should run the ball a little bit more, not be more on the pass. They give me the running, I'm just going to use it, but they've been stingy with the running game too. They've been holding their own, and the only time they really slipped up was with the Derrick Henry run for the touchdown. Basically, they've kind of hemmed up the running game. Take a shot.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3.
Deep in our territory, don't want to turn it over. You can make a big play.
They'll set up the throw. Incomplete.
A.J. Brown dropped it. At first, I was like, I probably shouldn't throw this. It looked like it's about to get intercepted.
On the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on a punt for the first time tonight.
My A-foot.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And taken at the 46. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. The Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's just been looking for some space, and I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
Because they don't forget about it.
No, we don't take him totally out of the game.
He's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
Oh, God.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Remained in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Prescott from the gun.
Go!
That's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When you're playing quarterback with some experience and some mindset, you're in the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's already diagnosed as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott. They're going to go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Oh, Zeke's out.
The Cowboys shaking up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Zeke is out. That's big. That's big. That is big. That changes things for them. Changes things for us, too.
On 2nd down, Mosley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's caught. He's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 6 yards away, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. Those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
No big deal. It's early. Just need to get this offense started. Need to get our offense started.
On for the extra point.
It's cool. We've been through this road before. I've won 18 straight games.
That makes the lead at 10-7.
We'll be fine.
So this drive spans 7 plays and culminates in a Dallas touchdown. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin. Get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Maybe I shouldn't have ran. Maybe I should have
Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one by the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
Got it?
Got him in. It's
Wow.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Scared of Joseph Haynes, man. I don't want us to just get the yard. I kind of want us to play field possession. I want us to kind of play the clock. Not have to have big plays downfield. Not going crazy.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Might have to audible something else, though. Blitzing. Get it. Oh! He held on. He held on. Woo!
Second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he held on through the hit.
And 10, and Sanders. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Got it?
He's got Smith here. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
18-0. Just remember, we haven't lost a game this season. We're used to this. We're used to things not going right and then us pulling away in the end. That's what we do. There's Henry Harris.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I think we take the shot.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Got it. Davis. And he held on.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, but that's his 1st catch in the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they move the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So it'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second and 3.
Got it! Touchdown, Joey Leonard!
Touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Yeah, my kicker is off.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
From the best receiver of the receiver of the year, Joey Leonard, man.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Gets a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And this ain't starting in midfield.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive time.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Who's number 18, man?
It'll be 2nd down.
They sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the gun, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And we'll get up to the 43.
Still good on him.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it.
I'm surprised they're not.
Later in the game,
I keep
definitely in the
blitzing.
second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now first carry from the fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
John Davis.
Outside, but that's obviously not his game. It's too much of a straight line, right?
Yeah, into the other third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. On 2nd down, Mosley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40.
I don't think you want to do that too much against my front line.
And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
I think we're going to get the ball back.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott from the gun.
Go!
That is incomplete.
Cooper didn't hang on. Is that a Byard
So
hit?
one, they had the field goal, drive 2, touchdown, and now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they
Byard hit.
reversed the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Go!
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards here on the return. And the Titans will be back to
The block was there, was
as
not.
they take over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On first down, it's Henry, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
King Henry. I got other runners too. I'm going to give the ball to somebody else, have them run it. Got it. Look this clock and then go into the 2-minute offense.
They'll run on first down. Haynes. They'll have a first down past the 40. They'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give them 16 yards there. A Tennessee first down. On the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Now it's time to pass. This is a Joey Leonard, Corey Davis sort of draw. Should be to get in the end zone. If we get in the end zone, it's their kind of draw.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll drop the throw.
Yeah? No.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Uncorks one for Davis.
No.
And that could be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that should happen when you're calling a vertical play. I usually call verticals.
Bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football,
I usually call verticals when you just want to get a drag route play, get a couple yards and punt. But he was so wide open, I had to go for it, and he dropped it. And that should happen. Four verticals shouldn't even be in the game. Verticals really shouldn't be in the game too much. But use it sometimes. Ooh, I don't think I punted right, and I did not. I keep screwing this up. They're at midfield.
Goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
they want
Actually, at the
they want to
25.
see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try to force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and yard, Prescott. And he'll bring it up here right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Here's Prescott.
That was a
No, it's Cooper! No!
Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
Wow.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead,
Fired.
it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They love to take that into the locker room.
Wow.
Time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
What are you looking for?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Wow.
Cano now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
All right. Got to score. Just can't make a
The
mistake.
team on the field now as they will send this one away. They're spieling at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
We haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll try and start this drive in the air.
No.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football.
Taking Joey Leonard out.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
Got it, Davis, hang on.
Complete to Davis.
No.
Work is right upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up the throw. Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, come on, Brown.
So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Wow.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away.
Okay, that's a good one.
He's going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Drop 4 back. It's 11 seconds left. I wouldn't do. Just drop back in zone. Don't give them anything.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get out and talk about it.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Bruno, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And
all right, halftime evaluation. We were fine until we gave up that big touchdown pass to Amari Cooper. That, you can't do that. And Byard gave it up, which sucks. As far as the offense is about the similar. The running ball really good, and I'm going to lean on that in the second half to keep running the football. Total yards, yeah, I mean, we got that. First downs, we got that. Yeah, total yards. Nobody's turned the ball over. We haven't gotten a turnover yet, and they haven't either. Third down, we're about the same. Red zone, yeah, about even. I got 2 red zone touchdowns. They got 1. They had a big touchdown play with Amari Cooper. They made their field goal. I didn't, which would have made this score even right now. They're getting the penalties. Only I have 2 penalties. I have no penalties, and we're about the same as time of possession. Dak Prescott's really good. 2 touchdown passes, 11 for 15. Holman is off, 9 for 19. Can't really rely on him too much. I got to run the football. Hate to say that because he's been the best quarterback, been like one of the best quarterbacks I ever had in any series I ever had, but he's just not been delivering lately. Maybe it's the sliders I got, made it a little tougher, but I expected a better game from him. Henry's running the ball really good. Zeke may be out, and we can take advantage of that. They're running, they still got runners though. So, got to play good rush defense. Can't just say, hey, we got to put the ball in Dak Prescott. I think we have to take the running game away and let Dak Prescott beat us. That's the bottom line, even with Zeke being out. Jonnu Smith, 4 catches, 53 yards, but he's dropped a lot. He's had some drops. Had 3 drops. Amari Cooper, of course, solid with that 1 touchdown catch. Arthur Gray, a guy I don't even know. Tight end, Michigan State, though. Pretty cool. Wish he didn't play for their team right now. 214 for Corey Davis has hardly got any looks. 2 for 46. Joey Leonard, only 1 catch for 3 yards. Is that 1 touchdown? Yeah, that's it. They pretty much held Joey Leonard in check. As far as sacks, DeAndre Walker with that big sack. Just defense needs to get a pick. Need to get pressure on Zach Prescott. I don't want to blitz a lot, but I might have to. Make him uncomfortable. Keep the running game from shredding us. Zerline missed that big field goal. Each team's punted 3 times. Kick returns, punt returns, yeah. Right now we're losing. Not bad, you know. Like I said, I've won 18 games with this team straight during this season. We've seen it all. We've been to Cleveland. I've been through the Chiefs. I've been through the gauntlet. Then we just have to cross this one more hurdle and get to our 3rd straight Super Bowl title and the perfect season. Go on the second half. We're just going to have to play a little bit better. Right now, Dak Prescott is playing out of his mind. Holman's not having a big passing game I thought we'd have. We have to stick to the run. Been doing it all season.
In charge.
Let's just get it done.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we're doing the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
He held on.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm going to take this play because it ain't blocked, and it's not. They jumped all over.
He went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Corey, no!
Being called as there's an injured tight end.
Don't go to the locker room. Don't go to the locker room.
The staff takes a peek. We'll take a break.
Don't go to the locker room. You're going to the locker room. Okay. I do got Zach Montgomery, though. So we'll put Zach Montgomery will be back in, so that's good. I trust him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. That's
Montgomery.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Oh yeah, that's what I intended to do. I'm like, okay, do the drag route. Drag routes are kind of easy in Madden. Can't speak for Madden 21, but Madden 20.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep having an audible.
They'll look to throw here.
No!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get it for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go for his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
They're going to blitz or they're going to come out of it. I think that they're going to blitz. Yes, they blitz. Yes. Oh, Montgomery, you had it. You had it.
Make a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He had it right in his hands.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And we don't have Corey Davis.
He'll drop to throw.
Hang on to that. Yes! Yes!
They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And he almost got out of the way. Heck yeah.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Good.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
I know the question is, I should just give it to Derrick Henry. He seems to be doing a great job. Well, something about Derrick Henry in this game, he tends to get injured if you give him the ball too much and can't afford to lose anybody else.
On 1st down, Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Yeah.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
It's a no place in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roll.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, God, I knew what I told it.
Clipped by Deontay Thompson. First possession of the third quarter, interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and that was what they wanted to say. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there were stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Did he, like, sort of bobble that? I'm looking for anything, man, to say, no, this did not happen. I knew I shouldn't have threw that. I knew that was bad. Like, here, why didn't you throw to Joey Leonard? Of course, a guy is right over there. So it probably would have been bad to throw it there, too. Does he hang on to it? Yeah, they're gonna see. That's an interception. Might as well give that up. That's an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Following the interception, here's Prescott, and this is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now again, right side. Mosley.
Stayed away.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Not really, but I might should have done it. Because look at this.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side.
Wait a minute. He's out of bounds.
21 yards there as they convert on third. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
I don't think that's a catch.
No doubt about it. If there's no...
I don't want to look at this again. Is that a catch? He's right there, okay. He's right there. Catch. He got it.
Pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end down and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try to get Prescott.
Oh,
Picked up by the Titans.
go, Deshaun Davis!
Bring this one back. A final return touchdown for the Titans.
Yes.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good.
Was he down? Nope.
There.
That's a fumble. He wasn't down. Yes.
Zero line now for the PAT.
The defense just saved your ass, homie. Saved my ass. I'm the one that took the
It's
throw it
looking
over.
good to make it 21-17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now come the Cowboys.
One thing about my defense, we capitalize off your mistakes. You fumble it,
So Prescott and
we
Cowboys now
capitalize
a
off of
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is the fullback getting the carry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Yeah, if you're going to go I formation, I'm going to blitz. I'm not even going to play with it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's great. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Prescott now.
Go!
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Yeah.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Defense all over.
Minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
What a team, man.
Well, now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, very good return that time. 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, "Don't do that again." What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. And I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else will flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play back.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Double this guy has to be before moving up to the next level, because he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, "Hey, these pants make me look fat." And we said, "Nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy."
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The 2nd and 11. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now, penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here.
Going backwards some more, huh?
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Audible out of this.
Out of the gun, they look to throw. They got possession.
Oh, A.J. Brown caught it. What's the flag?
They will go out right near the 35-yard line.
We, of course, will decline that.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference.
Show that again. This was a damn good catch by A.J. Brown, man. The guy I did not want to give a contract to because he did not produce really well last season. He's producing right now. That's a huge catch. Dude, that was fantastic.
Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's handled. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Titans gain of 12.
Eric Henry.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Out of this one.
They look to throw now on 1st down. That's Leonard. They're going to get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards of the 1st down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Eric Henry looks like he's wired. Give me this 1st down, Wired, man. Go get it.
Derrick Henry.
He does it.
They're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive moving right here.
They don't want to close the door on the Cowboys.
fake as they set up to throw.
Oh.
Flush to his right.
Got it.
To the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
And it's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Toss it to Derrick Henry.
The line of scrimmage is
I don't know. I don't think that's going to work. There's nothing else, though. Run inside. Can't pitch it out.
Try to punch it in with Henry.
Boy, close
To a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2 without leaving with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
I'm going to be safe. It's stupid. I should just go for the touchdown. We're at the 1-yard line. But I did that crap before, and it didn't work.
For the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Zion's kick is up and through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
It'll take a touchdown to tie us.
Earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the main field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so he'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He has seen the halftime lead evaporate, and his first half play hasn't really carried over to the second half.
We just saw a fumble, right? So he had a hiccup there. So whatever those home remedies are that you know, send them to him right now to try and get over that and get back on track.
And he's trying to forget that fumble from earlier in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if he can do it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
After 46 rushing yards. Now we grab the face mask.
Here on a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
You're going to still do this play?
Now Prescott.
Fake it. It worked. Finally faked it. Didn't think they were going to do it.
Inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. For the right side here, complete.
Flag.
And a penalty flag is down in the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The completion good for 3 and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Blades on. Here's them out. Here's them open.
12 and that'll set up the third down. I was pretty surprised they were lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Prescott.
Almost got it.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl.
1 quarter to the series. Series is over. And I'm telling you, this has been the most competitive of all the Super Bowls that I've played. This is crazy. This is bananas.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on a second down.
Get him!
Throw left side complete. It's Lloyd. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. But he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
Well, they use a lot of tight end, fullback.
Came back to football. That's really good for the game.
A lot.
You get better athleticism.
They're going to spread it out.
Coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give me a good play. I don't know what play to use on this.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
No, get it!
And he picks up the first.
He did.
He
gave him the first down.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott.
Get the pressure, no! Ah.
Goal line, but it's
Good job, Dory.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
I'm getting nervous, guys. This is pressure.
They'll try again here.
This is pressure.
On 2nd and goal.
Oh, he came with the run, and they get the touchdown. Played the pass, snuck the run.
They can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, it was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
What a Super Bowl, man. You're going to end a series like this.
Now
You're going to end it with a good game like this.
Critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. 50,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. That time, a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
You want perfection? You gotta take it. Maybe I should have ran it in. We'll second guess it. If I don't win, I'm going to second guess a lot of things.
24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Yeah, because I saw more room than that. I saw a lot more room. We should have gotten way more yards out of that. Let Derrick Henry get it. Let Derrick Henry get it.
It's just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Oh, that's one of the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I like right now is we can play the kind of ball we need to play.
Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Man, I don't know what offensive. I know we got to get rid of the play. Got to snap it. Get it? Jonnu Smith off the. Yeah.
Ball goes a pickup of 32.
Jonnu Smith. Off the
Audrey have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos. When they caught the football, someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Offense starting. Run sets all this stuff up, man. Choosing the right audibles, going to crazy plays that you think might not work, but they work.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10.
Almost 100 yards from Derrick Henry.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Get this. Y'all not going to tell me what to do. You run Derrick Henry in this situation. You run him. Get that first down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And the busy night for Henry continues. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5-line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
It's almost been having a good game so far. And you know something? Love has been power running.
I get Super Bowl MVP if we keep this going.
Indeed, he delivered the tough yards.
Tell me what to do, Coach. Coach suggestions. Sometimes you just have to take matters in your own hands, man. I don't need any mistakes down here. We need to put this ball in the end zone.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
No!
It's taken down. DeMarcus just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that was playing counter play, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Listen, I just can't help myself. I just had to do it. I just had to go for something big. Versus just...
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll set up a throw.
No! No! Oh, God!
Byron Jones. They thought they were going to break the tie. Defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Wow. All I can say is
This next drive by the Cowboys offense.
we done screwed this thing up.
The tie the game with a touchdown.
Yeah! Get the fumble! Get the fumble! No! We still got the fumble! We got the fumble! Touchdown! Time!
Bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
Now you
The
had
biggest
2.
stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good.
Jeffrey Simmons
Again there.
probably saved our perfect streak. He probably just saved our streak.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point.
Jesse Holman, your defense has saved your ass.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
They have saved your ass.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Ooh.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, I hate when they show that because we're talking playoffs, and in the playoffs, this team's got it done defensively. The Broncos gave us a game, though. The Broncos were hard, but they pretty much held everybody else down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott.
I got back in zone. I gave it up to Cooper.
It's complete. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The drive continues.
Teddy Bridgewater was his quarterback. I didn't
touchdown. Here's first
find out
and 10.
something new from these stupid announcers.
Prescott from the gun. Pass incomplete with the flag in the backfield. This might be a roughing call.
Why y'all doing that? Why, guys? Randy Gregory, you know better.
You're leading in the fourth quarter. That's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of gun, here's Prescott.
Oh, got right there. Fired just in time.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I think I'll give my receivers in this game. They've held on to the ball.
Second and 10 now from about the 32.
Bowman's hasn't had a great postseason. Just hasn't. Not this postseason.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robertson.
They get him the first down.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3-1 situation. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3.
Kevin Byard, team captain. He wants that third ring. He wants to be known as the best team ever. They're going for it. I don't think they should, but hey, I'm just going to play. We're blitzing. Ring.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Prescott to throw on fourth.
And that's done. Rashawn Evans.
Might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want and go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback, no chance on that fourth down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Another audible, that's not going to work. Yeah, I'm being strategic. Try not to make a bad throw and put us in a bad situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Pass interference.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Come on, set. 70, 80.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he gets this inside
over 100 yards.
5-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
They've been doing that all night, though. The only person they don't do it to is Derrick Henry. I'm going to try this play and get him the ball.
Back to throw.
No! I knew it was going to happen. No! 3 interceptions.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT for the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster. And you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Wow. Hey, I got the penalties even for both teams. Hey, I get good calls, I get calls, they get calls. They just got in a bad part of the calls.
1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
The refs, the defense has saved.
Now it's Henry. Tackle made there by Chive Louzier. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm almost scared to throw the ball. Yeah, I'm scared to throw the ball. And can't throw it. I'm getting sacked.
Back at the 46.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That's not been a good Super Bowl for Jesse Holman, man. Not a good series finale for Jesse Holman.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
They're not throwing it. I'm just going to punt it. Give it to Kyle Sanders. Get some yards off of it.
Across midfield, they're not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hell of a game, though. I was almost scared to pick up the controller and play this game, but I'm glad I did.
On now is the
pressure.
Punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time.
This is the end of the series, man. This is the end of it. You gotta win it. If you don't win it, it's gonna haunt me for the rest of. It's gonna haunt me every time.
A low liner, I think he mishit it.
Yeah.
Fair catch called for and made just
But it's
outside
at the
the
16-yard line.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
Wide open.
Throw outside is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play here, and the Cowboys are on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Prescott to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Well, out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pick up there at 22.
Don't want to blitz too much.
Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott.
Get him.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. The completion good for 3 and it's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession.
Still playing zone. I don't want to take a chance.
They come on a second down now. A game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Over the middle complete. It's Gray. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Back to throw.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been in one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback.
Got it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. Well, look to throw.
I knew that was going to happen.
Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
Let's get the ball back.
Now tying the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Well, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously got to the catch.
Tomorrow. Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There are about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied.
Got blitzed. I don't know. We got time. We get downfield. I don't trust it. My kicking's gotten a little bit better, so I can make the kick if I have to. If I had to put it in on Greg the leg, I will.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. So first and 10 now from the 30.
All right, Jesse, you can make it up right now. Bad game, but this is your moment. This is the time to get our Super Bowl. Come on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I'll take that out of
by
bounds.
Watkins.
I just took it out of bounds.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Nothing crazy yet. I saw it. I was like, nah, don't toss it up yet.
First down completion only netted of 3. Second and 7.
They're taking care of Leonard, man. Leonard is like,
Look to throw here.
get it! Montgomery!
Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
There's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't
No
you?
doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry.
Nah, we're not
Gain
using
of
it.
3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tom's gone on
A
now.
little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds.
Drag the leg! Drag the freaking leg.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This undoubtedly
I know it.
the biggest kick of his life. The timeout
God.
comes in.
Watch me
Whistles
miss
blow
this
with
thing.
3
I can't
seconds
miss it,
remaining.
Cole. I can't miss it. We've got to make this. I could do it. I've done it before.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. As this game remains here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only 1 period is played. We can call a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for the runners. I had a coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down.
Not going to change. Well, I should have.
Shotgun snap and then give to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here right at the 40-yard line. Again, just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Oh, God, hit it.
Incomplete.
Jalen Smith.
Couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tactically pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
It's going to be
So second down and 10.
That's not
again,
going to work.
from the 40.
It's not going to work.
Second and 10. Dancing to his left.
Yeah.
They'll line up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
This is some pressure, boy. This is the series right here. It's over after this. There's no more Titans franchise.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw.
Brown!
Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And it goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Oh, boy. Oh, pressure, boy.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, are just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2nd and 3.
No!
Incomplete.
Oh, he just tipped it.
Coverage that time by
I thought for sure, I'm like, yeah, Pat.
I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you
Could
can
have
make a
picked
play
it.
on
That
it
would
once in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Henry. Well, he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's blocked down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big game for Derek.
Double home run here in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Call the sweep. I'm calling it. Call the sweep.
On 1st and goal.
Oh my God! He got tripped.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That was in there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Henry.
Oh.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists,
got to.
and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being football territory.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw.
Got it! Jack Montgomery! We won the Super Bowl! 19-0! Jack Montgomery! Yes! Super Bowl. What a series. Yes.
And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl
champs.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey.
Wow.
And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it.
What a
and
series.
all off-season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Zach Montgomery, the hero. Wow.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi
Cal Roby Coleman
gets
gets
bragging rights for an entire season.
and Super Bowl MVP.
It has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
3 Super Bowls, man. Couldn't win one last year. Now I've won 3. And had the perfect season to end it. None's going to top this, guys. I'm going to do other series, but this is going to be hard to top, man. This is going to be hard to top. Wow. Wow. Holman wasn't perfect, man. It was not his best game. But that last touchdown, man, that was huge. That was huge. Derrick Henry. Thought he'd get Super Bowl MVP. If he scored another touchdown, maybe. But I had to put it in the air. He had that one chance to get in the end zone. I had to put it in the air. Losing Corey Davis, you know. Cooper had a big game, you know. Jonnu Smith, I mean, had some couple of good catches. That Montgomery was clutch, man. He was clutch on a lot of catches. But that was the clutchest catch, you know, a rookie, man, in the Super Bowl. That's awesome. A.J. Brown. Man. What a series. And you end it on top. Can't beat it. Zerline didn't make that kick. Maybe it was mostly my fault, but hey, all that gets forgotten when you win. We won. That's the main thing. Was it perfect? Dallas gave me everything I could. Dallas gave me everything. Dallas gave me everything I could get. That was a great Super Bowl. Great Super Bowl. Guys, I'm gonna sign off. I'm just in awe, man. Titans franchise is over now. We can retire it. 3 Super Bowls, end it with the perfect season. What's more to say? Greatest franchise I ever done. Greatest franchise I ever done. Period. I'm signing off, guys. Tighten up. End the series on top. Can't beat that. See you guys later. Solo Dolo out. Awesome.